it's going your way, sometimes it's not. But if we execute from the first snap to the last snap, then we'll be, we won't be in a position where, at the end of the game we have to make something magical happen. Last year we were able to execute enough to get ourselves over that hump in most of those close games. This year we just haven't executed quite well enough.
Would you say any of it's mental after what's happened so far this season, with the losses being so similar and how they unfold?
I don't think so. I've all sensed the exact same mindset in the huddle. This year as we had last year, where everyone was, we're excited when we get out there in a 2-minute situation. Everyone believes that we can go out and go out there and drive the field and win. Everyone is confident in our ability to score in those situations. We just haven't been executing to the level that it requires for us to pull that off.
Each time you've had to go out there, it's been after the defense has given up a score. I mean, you guys don't go out there with mentality, okay, we got to go do this again, or?
No, not at all. That's one of the great things about our team is everyone always has each other's backs. If the defense, gives up a score, then we know we have to go out there and score. If we go 3 and out of the defense, their mindset is, all right, we have to go get a stop and get our offense the ball back. There's no finger pointing, there's no, blame shifting or anything like that. We are a team that sticks together every single level, every single position. So there's certainly none of that, oh my gosh, here we go again sort of deal.
Do the losses have a frustrating similarity? I mean, they obviously do have a frustrating similarity to them. Does it ring out like that to you?
That's a little frustrating, when you get in these situations, especially when you know that the year before, it seemed like the scales were tipping in our favor in these situations. But the important thing is to not get discouraged, to keep pressing forward and realizing that, if we can clean up a little mistake here, a little mistake there, we'll be where we want to be, and we'll get over the hump, and hopefully, driving forward, we can put those things together next week in the bowl game and going forward into next year.
Looks like pressure was the big thing. I mean, they had 4 guys rushing on the last drive. They made it happen that way. Mm-hmm. Was that the view, basically?
That's certainly something that we do need to work on as an offensive line. In a situation like that, kind of shoring up and holding the line. But they are the best defensive front that we've gone against all year. Lots of credit to them. They're great athletes. They're great competitors. It's just up to us to kind of to grow to the point where we are able to match that intensity and exceed it at the end of the game.
Your last game at Kinnick, I mean, what does it mean to you to have played here?
Just to have played in this stadium, which I certainly think is the best stadium in the country. With these fans, it's completely indescribable. It's not something that you can really put into words. Like I said earlier, I may write a book on it someday. We'll see.
Do you talk? What's the difference besides mathematics between 8 and 4, 7 and 5, which is what you're playing for next week?
Between 8 and 4, 7 and 5?
Yeah. Besides the one win, I mean, it sounds a lot better. I'm sure it will feel.
It sounds a lot better. It feels a lot better. The bowl people, I'm sure, think it's a lot better. But I think being an 8 and 4 team versus being a 7-5 team is just mostly kind of a momentum thing going into our postseason, if you will, our bowl season, as well as moving forward into next year. We've had a pair of disappointing losses this last week, and certainly a disappointing close loss to Wisconsin, the one to Arizona. But we've been in every game, and having 4 losses at this point by an average of about 3 or 4 points is rough. But it just means that we're that close. We just have to keep pushing.
I mean, is there